Just minutes ago, a digital earthquake has struck Hollywood. Candace Owens, the conservative firebrand, has launched an unprecedented direct attack on Meghan Markle's entire brand. This isn't a debate. This isn't an opinion piece. This is a full-scale digital assault, meticulously planned, ruthlessly executed. And the reverberations are shattering Meghan's carefully constructed empire. At exactly 11 a.m. PST, this Tuesday, November 12, 2024, what began as a routine podcast release became a public immolation. Hollywood isn't just reacting, it's melting down. Studios are scrambling, PR teams are in crisis mode, and the Sussex brand is facing its biggest existential threat yet. And the next 48 hours will determine if Meghan Markle can survive the digital age's most brutal takedown. To understand the sheer magnitude of this attack, you need to grasp the delicate ecosystem of Meghan Markle's brand. It's built on narrative, authenticity, empowerment, and a certain progressive idealism. Every carefully curated appearance, every perfectly worded statement, has been designed to cement this image. For years, Candace Owens has been a vocal critic, often clashing with Meghan's public persona. But these were skirmishes. Twitter feuds, sound bites, not this. Owens promised a bombshell episode of her podcast Candace for weeks. Speculation was rife. Would it be about the royal family? Harry, another celebrity? No one predicted the surgical precision of her attack. At 11 a.m. PST, the podcast dropped. The title alone was a warning shot. The Emperor's New Clothes, Meghan Markle's Manufactured Authenticity. Candace Owens, audio. For too long, we've allowed a carefully constructed facade to define authenticity. Today, we expose the wires, the scripts, the ultimate performance. Owens didn't focus on royal drama or personal feuds. She went straight for the jugular, Meghan's business model, her narrative integrity. She accused Meghan of selling a borrowed identity, a convenient victimhood, and a brand built on resentment, not resilience. She cited internal documents, unverified but highly detailed, supposedly leaked from Hollywood agencies that previously worked with the Duchess. These documents allegedly laid bare the exact strategies, focus group results, and even emotional trigger words used to craft Meghan's public image. Owens claimed these leaks proved Meghan's empowerment message was a calculated marketing ploy. Her authenticity was a script. Her voice for the voiceless was a carefully market-tested demographic. It was devastating. The audio clip of Owens' harshest segment instantly went viral. Quote, "She is not a victim, she is a master manipulator. And her brand isn't about empowering women. It's about monetizing grievance." The internet predictably exploded. But this wasn't just a political spat. Owens had weaponized data. She had peeled back the curtain on the mechanics of celebrity, and in doing so, she implicated Hollywood itself. Text on screen, and that's when everything changed. Tatter 5 a.m. PST, the first major studio executive's public reaction. A nervous, hastily deleted tweet from a Netflix VP. This is deeply concerning. Reviewing content strategy, the fear was palpable. Owens hadn't just attacked Meghan. She'd attacked the process of celebrity branding. If Meghan's carefully curated image could be so thoroughly dismantled, what about every other star? 11:15 a.m. PST. Hollywood talent agencies are issuing internal memos. We have one leaked snippet. All social media engagement regarding the Owens podcast is strictly prohibited. No comments, no likes. No retweets. Silence is paramount, silence. In a town built on noise. This wasn't protection for Meghan. This was damage control for the entire industry. They were terrified of the conversation Owens had started. 1 p.m. PST, the hashtag Hollywood is fake is trending higher than Meghan Markle's over. The focus has shifted. Owens didn't just target one celebrity. She targeted the machine. Insiders are now coming forward. Not to defend Meghan, but to confirm the practices Owens described. One former PR executive anonymously told a major media outlet, "She hit a nerve because she's telling the truth about how we craft these authentic personas." 10 p.m. PST. Meghan Markle's Archewell Foundation issues a statement. It's boilerplate. Quote, "The Duchess of Sussex remains committed to her work of uplifting and uniting communities. These attacks are a distraction from vital causes. It was too little, too late. It barely registered against the roar of the digital firestorm. It confirmed for many that Owens's accusations about manufactured authenticity were, At least partially, true to Grenade PM, PST, a major Hollywood studio, which had a multi-project deal with Archewell, quietly removes all mentions of upcoming collaborations from its investor relations page. A subtle yet devastating corporate snub. This is the financial domino effect. Brand deals are being reevaluated. Investments are being pulled. Meghan Markle's perceived value is plummeting in real time. A prominent British tabloid runs the headline, "The sun sets on the Sussex brand." This feels less like a prophecy and more like a declaration. But then came the first twist. A prominent A-list actress, a known friend of Meghan's, took to her own social media. And she didn't just defend Meghan. She attacked Candace Owens, and she attacked Hollywood, thrice PM PST. Jennifer Aniston posts a furious, unfiltered video. She calls Owens a hate merchant and warns Hollywood, "Don't let these grifters divide us. Stand with our sisters." Aniston wasn't following the agency memo. She wasn't playing by the rules. She broke ranks. And in doing so, she exposed the deep, bitter division within Hollywood itself. It wasn't just a meltdown. It was an internecine war. For PM PST, Aniston's video splits Hollywood. Half the industry praises her bravery. The other half is furious she broke the silent pact. Her comments sparked a new trending hashtag, Jeer Hollywood Civil War. The conversation shifted again. Now it wasn't just about Meghan. It was about Candace Owens versus Jennifer Aniston. Ideological battle lines were drawn, pitting celebrity against celebrity, each with their own vast armies of social media followers. To PM PST, Prince Harry releases a short, highly unusual statement via a spokesperson, not about Meghan directly, but a vague yet pointed defense of those who speak truth to power and champion genuine compassion. He didn't name Candace. He didn't name Meghan. But the implication was clear. He was standing by his wife, while simultaneously trying to elevate the conversation above the mudslinging. A desperate attempt at damage control, but it had the opposite effect. Critics immediately pounced. "Prince Harry still doesn't get it," one commentator scoffed. This isn't about compassion. It's about accountability for a brand built on smoke and mirrors. The irony was brutal. Harry's attempt to restore dignity only highlighted the depth of the crisis. It underlined the perceived inauthenticity that Owens had so effectively exposed. PM PST. More alleged leaks hit the internet. This time, internal emails from a Netflix production team reveal significant creative differences and unmet expectations regarding a major Archewell project. Whispers that had haunted the Archewell Netflix deal were now concrete, irrefutable. Owens' initial attack had opened the floodgates. The perception of Meghan as a difficult, costly, and perhaps under-delivering talent was solidifying. This wasn't just about PR anymore. This was about cold, hard business. Hollywood doesn't care about ideological battles. It cares about return on investment. And suddenly, the investment in Meghan Markle looked incredibly risky. The next 48 hours could decide the future of her entire career. BPM PST. Another A-lister speaks out. But this time, it's not a defense. It's a retreat. Oprah Winfrey, a longtime supporter of Meghan, releases a carefully worded statement emphasizing the importance of open dialogue and personal reflection. This was a significant turning point. Oprah, the queen of media, was distancing herself. She wasn't condemning, but she certainly wasn't defending. It was a clear signal that the ground beneath Meghan's brand was crumbling. It's a strategic withdrawal. The queen of all media knows when a brand is too toxic to touch, but what no one expected was the second twist. PM PST. As the dust settled on Oprah's diplomatic retreat, a new anonymous social media account surfaced. The Royal Whisperer, and it posted a single cryptic image. It was a screenshot of a private group chat. The participants were blurred, but the profile pictures were clearly recognizable. High-level Hollywood executives. And Candace Owens. This wasn't just a podcast. This wasn't just an attack. This was a coordinated hit. Candace Owens wasn't working alone. She had inside sources, high-level collaborators within Hollywood itself, the double twist. The leak of Meghan's marketing documents wasn't a random act of whistleblowing. It was a targeted, industry-sanctioned operation. Hollywood was so desperate to curb the power of its own woke celebrities, it had funded and fueled its own takedown from within. They didn't want to silence Owens. They wanted to use her. This changes everything. Candace Owens wasn't just a critic. She was a weapon wielded by the very industry Meghan Markle had sought to conquer. The meltdown wasn't organic. It was engineered, 10:30 p.m. PST. Exactly 12 hours after Owens' podcast dropped, a new bombshell. The Royal Whisperer account posts again. A single name, Piers Morgan. Piers Morgan, the longtime arch-nemesis of Meghan Markle, the man who walked off Good Morning Britain over his refusal to apologize for his comments about her. He was involved. He was a silent partner in this orchestrated attack. It implies a deeper, more sinister network. A vengeful, coordinated campaign to destroy Meghan Markle. And Hollywood was complicit. This isn't just a celebrity scandal anymore. This is a conspiracy. A targeted, ruthless operation against one of the most high-profile women in the world. And it reveals the dark underbelly of both media and Hollywood. 11:00 a.m. PST, November 14th, 2024. Exactly 48 hours later. Meghan Markle has just been photographed boarding a private jet. Destination: unknown. She's not alone. With her is a single, thick, leather-bound folder. The contents? Unseen. And just minutes ago, Candace Owens posted a single image to her X account. No caption. Just a picture of a chessboard. And a single queen toppled. Is this the end of the Meghan Markle brand? Or is she merely regrouping, ready to unleash a counterattack that will expose Hollywood's own complicity? What is in that folder? And who truly is pulling the strings? The story is far from over. Stay tuned for the next phase of this unprecedented media war. Updates are coming within the hour.